Hi everyone, Cassie here. I just got parked. I am somewhere in California at a rest stop. It's like the very first rest stop after the wait station and inspection station. So that's where I'm at right now. A couple of things I wanted to actually talk about today is home time. You know, there are certain things about home time that really kind of gets me because I hear some other drivers aren't getting their home time and I'm getting home time, but I have appointments, so it's not necessarily home time if I'm still working when I'm not working. But Jen, for those who know, she is my trainer, and yes, I am wearing shorts, so no demonetizing, I promise. Jen, who is my trainer, like I said in my previous videos, is like my work wife. She is supposed to be getting home time somewhere in Texas so she can go watch the eclipse on Monday. And she's in Salt Lake City. I just left Salt Lake City. She's not going to get back until after her home time, which is going to suck. She's going to raise hell, or she's going to fly a plane out to Texas and so she can see the eclipse. Which then kind of brings up a new topic. You know, everyone gets home time, but it's all up to the planners and dispatchers. You know? So, I appreciate dispatchers. I've had dispatchers for a long time, not just through night transportation, but through other jobs. I was working in towing. I did two types of towing. The towing with the cars and the towing with the barges on the river. So I've done both types of towing, and, you know, dispatching is not easy. And I appreciate dispatchers. I appreciate what they do. Usually when I meet a dispatcher, I'll say thank you for your service, because you think that they're just a person behind a computer telling people what to do. Well, it's the simplest way of putting it. However, it's not just that. It's one person assigned to like 300 truckers in a fleet, if not more. You know, my terminal has fucking like 5 dispatchers, I think. It's got the excuse me, it's got the DDM, which is the driver development manager or the safety manager. It has the TM, which is the terminal manager. It has my personal DM, and he handles like almost every single one that comes out of Portland. And then there's a couple of other DMs that actually do the same thing. And I've only met 3 of them. I don't think we have that many dispatchers in our terminal. We've got the space, but I've only seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 computers. Maybe 6 computers if you're counting the terminal manager's office. 7 computers if you're counting the QBT. The qualifications perfect, whatever. The training. You know, when you go on orientation, he's got a computer too. So there's probably like 7 or 8 computers in our office, which is like cool. But then you got to think about how many trucks are in the fleet itself just for that terminal. And then you got to think about who's operating for after hours. And then over the weekend, you've got one terminal operating all of the West Coast, all of Mountain Time. So that's 600 trucks plus. So I appreciate dispatchers. And there's a couple of things that I'm bringing up this because of the fact that I hear a lot of people, not just Jen. I'm not pinning this on Jen at all. This kind of got through my head, and I'm like, you know, the dispatchers are kind of on something or off something or whatever. I love my dispatcher. I love my DM. Personally, he's treated me right so far. He's got me home when I needed home time for my appointments and for my procedure that's coming up. In fact, he set up my route. He set up my route all in the middle of last week and has me going home on the 9th. And my home time's on the 10th. He's got me going home on the 9th, and I'm not coming back till like the 16th or 18th. So, I mean, I got lucky. Or he knows what he's doing. I have a really sore throat, and I really should not be talking much, but I'm doing this, so. Which then goes to question, you know, there are a lot of people that talk about these dispatchers and their DMs and that they suck and that they can't do anything right and oh my god and oh my goodness, and usually it's because they're not doing something right. I say usually. It's not always. It's usually. I hear things from other people. My DM sucks, and he can't do this, or she can't do that, and so on and so forth, and I can't get my shit straight, so I can't go to the fucking house. And Jen's a different story. Jen, she put in home time, like, a month or 2 months ago, and she got tossed around, and her terminal kind of dropped the ball on a lot of things, from what I've understand. But I don't know. I'm not saying much on that subject because there's a lot of things I don't know, and it's not from what Jen has told me or what she hasn't told me. There's a couple of things I understand, and there's a couple of things I don't understand, and it's because I'm still new. So she said, wait until I ask for home time to go to Tennessee, because I lived in Tennessee. I lived in Nashville. I have family that lives in Nashville. I have my daughter that lives on the other side of Knoxville. So I plan to put in home time to go see my kiddo, because I haven't seen her in a while. So, and she's going to see the big old truck. So, I plan to go see my kiddo. And she said, well, wait until the planner's get a hold of you. It's going to be a bitch and a half to get home time. Okay. I will listen. I'm not saying okay as in okay, I'll see it when I believe it. I listen to her because she's got the advice. But I hear all the other people talking crap about dispatchers and everything. A person I know personally always bitched about their dispatcher. Oh, my dispatcher's this. Oh, my dispatcher's that. My dispatcher is such and such and yada yada. And I hate my dispatcher. Well, if you stop requesting to go home every week, or every weekend, or whichever, then maybe your dispatcher would be lenient with you. Or if you talked to your dispatcher to say, hey, look, I need this time, and this is the reason why. Now, luckily, night transportation, and as far as Swift goes, because they're merged together, you don't need to tell them why you need home time, because it's a family company. Well, Night is. Swift is as well. They merged together. They're all friends. The CEOs and the founders and all that shit, they know each other. They've known each other for a long time. Then they merged, and then so on and so forth. If you learn about the company, then you actually know what to do. But Night Transportation, personally, I know, does not request information of why you need home time. It's how much home time do you need. Which is awesome. Because you can tell your dispatcher if you want, hey, I need home time so I can just go see my kid. Or, hey, I need home time because I'm tired. Or, hey, I need home time because I have an appointment I need to go to. Now, the appointments, yes. You definitely want to tell your dispatcher about your appointments, because those appointments are something you cannot miss. Something you've already scheduled, something you had prearranged, and so on and so forth, that sorry, so on and so forth, that, you know, hey, this is something I need to be home for. So, yes, I did get lucky because of the fact that mine are appointments, but mine are also home time. The 11th is my surgery for me getting my implants. So, like, I got lucky because I didn't even have to tell anybody. I didn't. I chose to. I chose to tell my DM. And he completely understood. He's like, I don't want to feel that pain. I don't want to know it. But if you need more time off, let me know and I'll set you up. I was like, well, I'm not going to fucking know until I get out of surgery. So, yeah. But they're friendly. They're awesome. They're understanding. But they go through so much shit. So, go easy on your dispatchers. Honestly, go easy on the dispatchers. It's the planners. No, I'm kidding. It's the planners you have to go after. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Seriously, I am now. They go through a lot. I still have a dispatcher from a company I used to work for that I talk to every day. Almost every day or almost every week. And she's amazing. I've known her for a couple of years now. Honestly amazing. Went through a lot of shit, especially when I was doing the job with her. Went through a lot of shit with other trucks. She's still dispatching. She went from one dispatching job to another. She loves dispatching. Dispatchers who know what they're doing are amazing. Dispatchers who are just trying to get in the hang of it, you can't blame them. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of effort. I'm not a dispatcher. I just know what goes on behind the scene. I pay attention. And a lot of these new truck drivers out here, they're not putting into perspective about what's going on. Do you work for a mega company? Do you work for a LLC or a small ass company or something that's only going like 500 miles and coming back? Do you only work something that's only going 1,000 miles and coming back? Or do you work with a company that goes all 48 and has fleets, plural, terminals, plural, trucks, multiple plural? You know, you got to think about it. You got all these drivers, but how many dispatchers do you have compared to drivers? The driver to dispatch ratio is significantly great. It's greater than anything, really. They're your manager. Think about it as a regular job. They are your manager. They manage, in a regular 9-to-5 job, they manage at least 30 people. Well, these dispatchers manage a little bit more than 30 people. And the hardest part is, they're not there to see it. But they know what your truck's doing because of the GPS. They know where you're at. They see what happens because of what happened. My dispatcher knows how much fuel I have in my truck. My dispatcher also knows where I'm at, where I stopped, where I sped, where I slowed down. And the GPS is on these trucks, just like on other trucks, except for owner ops. You know, there's a lot of things that the dispatchers see that they know. Dispatchers are DMs, same thing. So, take it in this perspective that, hey, I got some shit going on, but I'm going to go easy on my DM. Appreciate your DMs. Because you may not think it. You're not just a number to them. You're not just a driver to them. They can tell whether or not you're doing good or doing bad. They really can. If you're doing bad, then they're going to bug the shit out of you. Majority of the time. And you're going to get upset. And you're going to get mad. And you're going to get hurt. But at the same time, if you didn't fuck up, you wouldn't be called. That's all I gotta say. take it easy on your DMs. Take it easy on your dispatchers. They go through a lot. I've not been in this industry long, but I've been in trucking for a bit. When it came to tow trucks, when it came to jobs that required a DM or a dispatcher, when it came to workloads that were behind a desk, I also did that. I didn't dispatch, but I also managed. And it's a lot harder than you think. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to bed. I'm going to upload this video. I'm on my way to Paramount, California, and then after that, I'm going to Rialto, California. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But after that, I'm going to Portland, and I should be there on the 9th. So, anyway, I love you guys. Cassie here. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section below. If you like my videos, go ahead and like them. If not, then, I mean, you can kick rocks because I plan on just running over the rocks anyway. So, let me know how you guys like these videos. I'm very curious. If you also want to follow my Instagram, I don't post much on Instagram, but if you want to send me a message or anything like that, or a private message, you can actually message me on Instagram. So it's CASSREINKO. It's Cassie Rienko, or Cass Rienko for short. So that's my Instagram. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Shiny side up, rubber side down. Always be safe.